There we go. That's your own fault. But let's get into the grid, shall we, for the next one?
Yeah, Alexander Mallard, who made a lap move on Oliver Buckton, last lap move on Oliver Buckton last time to take the win. He'll start on pole with Buckton alongside. David Mack will be on the second row with Catherine Potter, who qualified in fourth, but then dropped back in the first heat and has made her way back up to the second row. Jared Fox-Whiteley alongside Bella Franklin, who's made steady progress through the field again today. Maximus Shields and Ollie Poole will be 7th and 8th. Harry Berryman 9th. 10th is Jacob Giblett-Lee in the number 28. Frankie Smedley alongside Gracie Mitchell, 11th and 12th. Reith Penniston, Oliver Meek. William Robinson will start 15th with Lizzie Mentier and Finlay Fishburne in 17th.
Well, lots of messages coming in for Jack there after that 4th place finish. Now I think there was 1 or 2 drivers perhaps late out of the pits or not in the correct order, but things are now being resolved. I think it was Maximus Shields that we were waiting for just for a couple of seconds there, but he's now back with us and on the grid. There you can see the grid forming up. The cadets not put so close together. Ollie Buckton, interesting pre-race warm-up tactic there. I don't know, I'm not too sure. I've not seen that one before, but if it gets him on the front row, then go ahead, I guess. Yeah, a bit of a shake of the hands. But it is cold out there, actually. That is one thing we have to say. Whilst we were in the lunch break, we did hear from the cameraman that it is very cold.
Not as warm as it looked as it looked or was this morning at the start of the race meeting when the sun was out. The sun's hiding behind clouds as the green flag drops. Mallard looks to have held that lead as Buckton follows him in. That's your front row have kept it 1 and 2 as they go through. Mack in 3rd, Potter 4th, so that your first 2 rows are as is. And Mallard makes a clean break for it, and he takes that lead into the first lap, into the first complex of corners, and everybody is through safely in this final heat of the cadets before we regrid for the final. And it is Alexander Mallard in the lead from Oliver Buckton. David Mack, Catherine Potter in 4th. See who can pick up who's 5th on the screen. There's a bit of a gap. It does look like Fox-Whiteley's held onto 5th so far, but we'll confirm it as they come over the line. But this front 4 look to have broken a little bit of a gap as Potter looks to hang on to the back of the front 3.
Well, I tell you, one to watch could be Harry Berryman, and I believe we've got support coming in for him online as well. He ran very well in one of the earlier heats, but started 9th this time. He's up to 7th. Here you can see David Mack in the 16 potentially. Oh, we've got the number 73 off. That's Frankie Smedley, but gets going again straight away. It was just a brief trip over the grass rather than a spin. Now, there we have David Mack in 2nd in this queue, trying to make a move here on Ollie Buckton, which would be for 2nd place. I wonder if actually David Mack is going to sit behind and wait for Ollie Buckton to make his move on Alexander's Mallard, because Buckton almost drawing alongside Mallard here. Mallard certainly didn't see he was to the outside as they come through now to start another lap. This is lap number 3. We go through the long right-hander, and Buckton in the number 66. Is he about to challenge for the race lead here, or is he about to lose 2nd place from Mack? That is how close it is between the leaders at the moment. We can't discount Catherine Potter either. She is right there with the top 3 in 4th place as well. A little bit of mistake from Catherine on that lap there, David, and it's just seen her drop away, hasn't it?
Yeah, just dropped away this front 3 now. Mallard looks to face forward, and he's going as it looks quite a wide line there by Buckton. Looked to have opened the door for Mack, who looks very racy on the back of Buckton there, very close. Potter, once again, though, very quick through that 2nd section of corners, is right back on this. There's, from what we've seen on the live stream so far, it seems that there's a favoured end of the track for Potter, and it does seem to be the bottom end. She seems to catch up, lose a little bit round this bottom corner here, and then through this bit and onto that back straight. So let's see if she can stick with them this time round. Well,
I was going to say, she may be losing time there, but she is fastest of anyone. She's just set the fastest lap as Catherine Potter, 50.215. So 4th place is the quickest on track at the moment. We've got a very, very interesting race developing here. And are we about to have our first challenge for the lead? Ollie Buckton looked like he was trying to set something up there. Or is this going to be one of those cadet races you see where they all follow each other around and then swap places right at the end? Not too sure Buckton wants to play it that way as he goes alongside Mallard once again at the very same place. Mallard just a little bit slow out of that hairpin at the moment, loses a little bit of place to the likes of Buckton, but that's perhaps due to the fact that he is covering off from any moves being made. Then we've got, if we go further back, we've got Fox Whiteley. Ollie Poole is leading the 160 class, then Harry Berryman. We've got Bella Franklin in that battle as well, then with Maximus Shields and Giblet Lee rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, Mallard seems to have just got a little bit of a gap there now, and this time it looks like certainly for the last couple of laps it does seem to be follow Alexander round as he's covering all bases so far. But there's he does seem to get a good run down the back straight, but then he's caught a lot round that bottom end. And Buckton's had a couple of chances now where granted he's been forced to try the hard move round the outside. Yeah. But he's still pushing, and Mallard certainly knows that he's there. Max on the back of that as well. A little bit of gap back to Potter, but I expect she'll have caught them up again by the bottom end of the circuit, which is clearly a strength.
Well, Alexander Mallard leading the way at the moment with plenty of support online as well. Thank you for all sending in your messages. Tanya Griffin supporting for Alexander Mallard on the live stream as well. Says, come on, Alek. We've also got Haley Frisbee as well saying, come on, Alexander Mallard, number 99. Well, he is leading, but is he about to lose that lead? Ollie Buckton, the closest he has been, and Ollie Buckton is through. So Buckton, as they go on to the penultimate lap, takes the lead of the race. Mallard fights back though, dives straight back down the inside, and in a corner where we've not seen much overtaking, if any, today, Mallard has gone back into the lead. So David Mack still there in 3rd place. Catherine Potter yet again sets her fastest lap in 4th place, and Mallard, as quickly as he lost the lead, retakes it. What a move that was.
Superb move to get him back. I don't think this is finished by any stretches. I mean, Buckton had tried a few times to go round the outside in there, and he obviously got the drive, and it worked for him this time as they come up onto a back marker this time. I think that's Finlay Fishburne. So
I think this is going to delay Mallard, isn't it? Mallard trying to go around the outside.
Pick a side, and it is round the outside. Mallard down the inside this time. So
yeah, well, Mallard's taken the right side that time. Buckton got round through safely. I think the one that got delayed was David Mack, actually. He went the wrong side there and is able to just about hold on to 3rd. So good driving in the end from Mack to hold on to 3rd place. Who is this? We've got we've got a spin. Berryman's gone round. So Berryman's day goes from bad to a little bit worse. Oh, and that's Catherine Potter. Catherine Potter tipped into a spin. Well, catching a back marker has caused all sorts of problems for the drivers out there. We are on the last lap. Mallard is leading the way just ahead of all of this. Coming round the last corner, I imagine. There he is, in fact. Alexander Mallard is going to take the checkered flag, and with it, race victory in heat number 3. So Alexander Mallard takes the win from Ollie Buckton, and David Mack, 1.5 seconds back, finishes in 3rd place.
Yeah, Bella Franklin was the winner when it came to all of the shenanigans on the back straight. She's moved up to 4th and finished there in front of Ollie Poole. It was Harry Berryman who was tipped into a spin at the first hairpin. So I think he's unfortunately well down the field now because of that, after running very well in the early few laps, making up some spaces. But another superb victory for Alexander Mallard. Put under a lot of pressure during that from Buckton. It crossed the line with only 100ths in front. That was it was tight, and I imagine that this will is only setting the scene for the final.
Good result for Ollie Poole there to get both class winning 160s and 5th place. So Bella Franklin was 4th, Jared Fox Whiteley was 6th, and we had Shields, Potter. Shame for Catherine to have that spin right at the end there. Penniston and Mitchell. Then we had Giblet Lee, Smedley, Meek, Robinson, Berryman, What a shame to see him in the tyres at near the end of the race. And we had Mentia and Fishburne as well.